Hey everyone, it's Sam here. Thank you for watching. So today I'm going to show you how I've made this sweet little tray gift box. I've got 3 little hats, baby hats in here. I'm putting together a few bits and pieces for my best friend. Her baby's due any minute. We've done the baby shower, so I'm just finishing off her hamper. So I just wanted to make some nice little packaging for some little gifts that I've got her. So there'll be a couple of things to share. I've not really done a lot of baby shower or baby related things on the channel, but I do have a playlist because there has been the odd thing. So I will link that up here in case you want to have a look, and all of these will be added into it as well. Very easy to make, can be used for any occasion as well. I could see this as like a selection box. You could have all chocolates in there, other small items of clothing, jewelry, makeup, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, it doesn't just have to be for a baby. So let's get into the tutorial and I'll show you how to make it. So to make the tray box, I've got 2 pieces here of A4 cardstock. So that is 8 1/4 by, it's about 11 3/4. It's always in between 11 5/8 and 11 3/4. So something around that size. With one of the pieces, we want to trim just a little bit off the sides. This is going to be the base. So when I say a little bit, I mean a little bit. It's literally just a slither. If I just cut this, you just want to cut like that much off. And then again on the short side, just that little thin amount. And now we just want to score both pieces at 1 inch on all 4 sides. So 1, 1, 1, and then do the same with the speed. So remember, the larger one's the lid. That's what I'm working on now, and I want to cut an aperture into this. So this is the Cardmaking Magic double stitched nesting rectangles. So I'm just looking here. I mean, you can cut this freehand or cut it like I am. I think that size is going to be quite nice. I might bring it up higher and then maybe have something down the bottom there, just so it looks a little bit different. We'll have it equally spaced, but that's the size. But then I want to have a frame as well, so I'm wondering whether to do that one as the aperture and then this one as the frame, or even do that one and get rid of that one and have a thicker frame. That might be quite nice actually. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for that. So I'll give you the measurements for this size and then you can just use anything else. But if you want to cut your own, you're looking at 7 1/4 by say 5 that you'll want to cut out. But I'm going to use my larger die machine now, take that down and get that passed through. Okay, so because it's a double stitch, you can see you get that lovely detail. So if you didn't want to add another frame, it's kind of already framed it there for you. I'll take all that off in a minute. So now if you fold and burnish those score lines. So next I want to cut my acetate. So I'm going to do 8 1/4 by 6. So I've just added red tape to these sides there, and then just get that lined up. Start from one end, stick it down, and then if you roll it all the way down to the other end there, you'll get it nice and flat. And then just make sure you burnish over your red tape so you can see it goes much darker in colour, and that means it's completely adhered to the surface. And if you need to clean your acetate, if you just spray a little bit of rubbing alcohol, surgical spirit, onto some kitchen towel, that will get rid of any marks. And if you don't have any of that, if you've got any of your antibacterial spray or wipes, they've all got rubbing alcohol or alcohol in them, and that will work as well, because I've been using this just a little bit on some kitchen towel, and that takes off any marks and gets rid of static and things like that. So we've got that ready now. Okay, so that's the lid, and then you want to fold and burnish the base. Next we want to do a little bit of cutting, so you're just going to Do the same on both of these. I'll show you on this one first, but you're just going to cut up the short side, those 2 score lines, and just take a little wedge off of the sides there. Do the same at this end, like so. Repeat that on this one. Like I said, I'm just going to show you putting this one together. Now if you want to mat and layer the sides, do that and then cut your finger pull. If you're not going to add any pattern on the sides, then just punch that out now. But I'm thinking about reinforcing inside, although I think that's going to be okay. No, actually I think it's going to be fine. Now I was going to use that one, but it's scalloped. I'm going to use this one here. It's a bit smaller, but it will still work okay. Try and get them, see, even there, like so. And then I'm going to use, I usually use my quick grab, which is my Cosmic Shimmer Glue, but I'm going to use the Collall this time just to give a bit of strength. So you're just going to bring that around and under, just spread out that glue a little bit till you get a nice right angle, and just hold that in place for a second. Do the same on the other corner there. Now I'm going to leave the other 2 ends open because it's the lid, so I'm going to just do the same on the base here. Okay, so that's the base, and then back to the lid. If you sit that on first, and it should sit on perfectly because you've cut them slightly different sizes, but when you go to stick this one down, if you do it around that one, then you definitely know it's all going to fit. So I'm just going to add a little glue onto there and that one, and it just gives you a surface there to push against as well. But that way you know it's all going to fit. And you could also turn this into a flip lid. You could cut up here and here and stick this piece onto the base so that you would kind of flip it up like that. So there's a couple of ways to change it, but I'm just going to hold that there for a minute. Okay, so I've just been having a play around and I've cut my frame. So that was just using the original rectangle and then the next size up, and I've just taped it together so it's got a nice equal frame in the middle there, and then just cut that with white. So I'm going to stick that there. I've positioned the hats and I've popped a piece of white card in there. I just need to stick it down. That piece is, I think it was 6 by 9 1/4. Yeah, 6 by 9 1/4. I might emboss it as well, but I've got that to stick down inside. Stick that frame on, and then I've got this here, which is really cute, and that's from this old first edition Hey Baby decoupage set. You get all of these, you get 3 of each design. I've taken the Hey Baby, which is right at the back, and they're all numbered, and you just layer them up starting with the lowest number, and then you finish with all the little detail pieces on the top there, and you just use your foam. That one was a bit fiddly because you've got the little bunting there and stuff, but it's worth it. I think it looks really cute. And then I've got this pretty ribbon, and I'm going to fasten it the same way that I did the little favours, the cookie favours for the baby shower. So I think I'm going to do that as well. So I'm just looking at a way to secure the hats in place. I mean, they're not going to move too much, but I just want to, I might just run a strip of double-sided tape on the back. I'm not sure, but I'll talk about that in a minute. I'm going to get this all stuck down. These hats, in case anybody wants to know where I got them from, they were just from Tesco. You got 3 for £4.50. What I think I'm going to do, these are very, very, you know, they're not terribly sticky. I'm just going to pop one on the back there. I'll pop one there as well, because this will all get washed. My friend will wash all this anyway, because that's what mums do, wash everything, get it all ready. So that one will go there. It just stops them all moving. I'm just going to pop a little, and I'm going to be with her anyway. These won't damage it at all, and they don't leave a sticky residue either, because I did test it before I showed you, so I knew it was going to be okay. But it just stops it shifting. I'll pop one on the back of that one. So I've used 4 altogether, 2 on the very back one and then 1 just on each of those. I was going to stitch, you know, maybe punch a hole on this bit and then do a few loops, but you'd have to pop it in all these areas and it's just too much fuss. That's fine. So do what works for you. But now, yeah, they don't move, they just stay there, and it's only going to sit in the hamper anyway. So that's all ready, and then I'm going to have my lovely ribbon here and make sure I've got enough. It's probably just the right amount. So you're going to go over the bottom corner and then bring it up to the top opposite corner. So it's up to you if you want to come from the left and come up that way. You can do it any side you want, and then try and get this in a nice bow. I've still got all of that. This was the ribbon from Paperchase that I brought. That it was like a pack of, there was quite a few colours on there. You got your pastel colours and then you had your brights, so I got 1 pack of each. They're really lovely quality and they match this perfectly. So there you have it. I think it looks wonderful, and like I said at the beginning, you could put all sorts in this. So it could be a baby grow if you wanted to still do more baby, you know, items, but I think it looked nice with a scarf. You could put sweets in this, like a little selection box idea. I just wanted a nice way just to wrap these inexpensive but very cute things. So I've got a few more baby related products and packaging ideas to share, so they'll be coming soon. And I'll show you the hamper when it's all put together as well, and that will go onto my blog. But there you have it. So there's not too much product really to link. I'll see if I can find these toppers because I think they're gorgeous. But the cardstock was Tonic Craft Perfect, so I'll try and find the colour and link that below. If the dies are still available, I'll link that, and should be able to find that online. It's a lovely ribbon. So thank you as always for watching, and I'll be back again very soon. Bye.